to speak on the retirement that Officer Connor Schilling was granted after kidnapping and killing my son, Darrius Stewart, an unarmed 19-year-old backseat passenger, who Schilling put in the back of his squad car on July the 17th, 2015, and drove to a church and took out into a grassy field and stole his life. He committed murder in the first degree, but he is granted retirement. So that means the taxpayers of Memphis have to pay for his retirement and benefits to ride off in the sunset like he's a hero. Because he killed a black child, a black teen. Nothing about that makes any sense to me. I have to walk around here with a broken heart every day. He's claimed to have PTSD. Did he have PTSD when he assaulted somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother in 2013?
That's right.
He probably had PTSD when he had my son out in that field and he shot him on that video that they tampered with to make it look like it was a scuffle. You had my son in handcuffs. You stole his life. Then witnesses said he tried to run out, but he really couldn't, but he tried to flee. You shot him again and killed him. That's cold-blooded murder, Memphis.
Mary, there was no indictment. Now Officer Schilling retires with a pension. Do you feel like you're running out of options for justice?
No, because God's justice, man, has nothing to do with it and cannot stop it.
Will the family be filing any type of civil suit against the city or the police department?
I'm going to keep that to myself. Because the city does not need to know my personal business.
What was your first reaction when you got the news that he was going to be retired?
Well, my heart already broken. And that hurt like hell. To see that this city won't reward this killer as a hometown hero. PTSD. A mental disorder. You had that anyway when you drug a 19-year-old to a church, took him out in a grassy field, shot him, murdered him, killed him.
It seemed like the retirement really caught everyone off guard last week. Did anyone know that there was even a possibility that he might be able to do that?
I'm sure probably some did know. They want to pretend like it caught everybody off guard. That's how it goes. I'm sure there's a lot of people in Memphis knew. A lot of people knew. And they really think that, well, he can get away with it. Nothing's going to be done. Like I keep saying, man's law and God's law totally different.
So where do you find the strength to get through this news that just keeps seeming to come in that it's not favorable for the way that you believe? How do you get through?
I don't sleep at night. I pray every day, all day sometimes. Every day and night.
A lot of your supporters, a lot of people are saying that we're not telling the whole story. What is it that we're not telling?
You all are not telling the whole story. You're not showing the fact that Schilling car was parked on the street. You're not stating the fact that the witness said he moved his car from this location and drove my son to this location. How did his car is still on the street. How are they in this grassy field? Then how does he end up over here, my son over here dead from the grassy field? That's not the whole story. My child tried to run for his life. Why did you detain him? He doesn't have any warrants. He's never been arrested a day in his life. He's never been to anyone's jail. This system not designed to let a black person slip through the crack. You don't slip through the crack in this system and you have warrants for 6 years. They can't get me with that. It was reissued.
So it's still your position that those warrants were
No,
exercised?
the warrants never existed then. They don't exist now.
Propaganda.
Why is Schilling running? You run from your lies. Because if you was telling the truth, Schilling, you wouldn't be retiring.
Yeah.
You'll stand up like a man.
What do you have to say to the mayor of Memphis?
The mayor of Memphis. I never met her.
Which one?
So which one?
Well, the pension board did grant the
Really?
retirement.
Really?
Do you have anything to say about the people who are in power who appoint those people to the pension board to be able to grant this officer that retirement?
So when the next officer kills a black child, black male or female or mother or son, daughter, they're going to grant him the same thing. They all might as well jump on the bandwagon now.
So what needs to be done?
Change the law.
The law. Is the law really working for us? Has it ever really worked for us?
No. What about the body?
The law. They was hollering shut off the body cams and dash cams that they claimed they didn't have when Schilling killed my son. Where they come from? They appeared out the sky.
Do you have anything to say about the TBI stepping in to investigate? They did put out that report that was, 600 pages of the details in the investigation. What's your response after reading that report that the TBI put out, and how do you feel about that investigation?
Half of was lies.
Propaganda. Botched investigation.
They said DOJ is investigating my son's case.
Same
I
thing with
haven't
Justin
heard
Thompson.
any updates.
Amy shouldn't have been handling the case. She
I'm
was
in the
supposed-
dark, and this is my son that I had to bury, that I had to raise and take care of by myself. I'm in the dark. I know this man killed him for nothing, and they trying to cover it up. What's done in the dark always come to light.
What do you want to say directly to Connor Schilling if he's listening right now? What do you want him to hear from you?
What do I want to say if he's listening? Tell the truth, Connor Schilling. Stop lying. You're going to be a liar all your life. Tell the truth. Because that right there, he kicked the door open and he hit me in the face with handcuffs. My son 5'6",
Anybody know what
weighed no
hit
more
you
than
with one handcuff
110.
on?
I see the report say he weighed 130. That's when you die. That's dead weight. You weigh more. They can, just a bunch of lies. That's all I've been hearing. This media, half of Memphis media, been helping spread lies about my son all around this little world.
What are some of the lies that have been told that you like to clear up?
These warrants.
Yes.
They know they don't exist. If my son had warrants, why is he running? Why is he claiming he has PTSD? If this child had warrants, you have no reason to retire.
If you did your
You
job.
gonna stay there. You did your job. You killed a criminal. You didn't just kill an innocent child. You killed a criminal that was wanted. He's been Social Security number. My son has worked for FedEx, Nike, Medtronic, other places. He has passed every background check he ever took. How did he have warrants, Schilling? You checked on your PDA. You even claimed in TBI report that you checked his ID. He didn't have his ID on him.
Tell the truth. Speak. I can't fathom what you've had to go through, but why is now the time to come out and say what you're saying?
Okay, I've been trying to say what I'm saying. Everything I said been getting blocked out, so why should I keep speaking? When everything I say, I don't see it, I don't hear it. I only hear these lies just constantly just spreading.
Ms. Stewart, you may have mentioned it already. We're just returning. You talked earlier about Ebola, and you talked about some tactics that you felt were being used.
Yes.
By
Yes, after Connor Schilling killed my son, before they released his identity, he was hanging outside my apartment.
True. Doing what?
I don't know why was he there to tie some loose ends, because he knew this lie about these warrants. He knew that my son ID was in that house. He knew that he didn't run my son ID on his personal PDA and through no dispatcher. Trying to tie up loose ends.
Intimidation.
Nah, he doing intimidation. He was looking to do more. And another thing, that's when they put this old fake bolo out and spread all around in Mississippi, had it hanging up all different police stations. No, they took it down. Yeah, they took it down now. Had this man picture, his social security number, all his personal information on there. I had an assassin to assassinate Connie Schilling. She's already grieving. Let's get her. That's a serious crime. Throw her away for life. Eventually, she'll probably die in prison, but she already grieving the death of her son. This Memphis, Tennessee. These are the great protectors and servants. Who was this man protecting and serving? He wasn't protecting the city of Memphis, the citizen. So why are the citizens of Memphis, Tennessee paying for his pension and benefits for him to live? Why? Do they owe him something for killing my son? That's what he's receiving reward for killing my child. That's one of the, that's unbearable pain. A child, you had to bury your own child. You know your child has never done anything. Nothing. My son just graduated high school last year. I keep wondering, how does my child slip through these cracks in his system and he have these wounds? What? Really? Came up from a family feud from a woman that's supposed to be my mother's daughter. A complaint that they made to seem like it was a warrant, and she also lied. I wonder what they paid her. Check her background too. Cover up.
What would you like to say to the other black mothers of Memphis who are now charged with protecting their sons in hopes that they don't have to go through the same pain that you did?
Move.
No
Move.
justice in this city.
Get out.
Move. This city is not designed. It's not set up for your child to grow up or just really have a future here. If the cop is involved, the police officer steal their life. And I hate I didn't move my children away from him. It's a pain I have to deal with.
And what do you say to your other children in hopes that they don't have, in order to make them more aware?
I have one daughter.
Yes.
I would never bring her back to this city to raise her. My son in this city let an officer of the so-called law steal my son's life and put it out here as it was acceptable. It's not, but never be. Justice is something you shouldn't have to stand up here and march and demand and, go out your way for. It's something that should be given freely.
That should be a birthright.
That's something when I look at this world, it's totally different now. It's different. The injustice, inequality, no freedom, we never had that. I don't know how to be prejudiced. Prejudice for what? We never had that. And will we ever have it? Some people probably feel that he didn't do anything wrong. They tell themselves a lie. They know he did a whole lot wrong. He did outside of a church. And then all these different businesses set up over there where he killed my son at. no footage. Do they think I believe that? You reap what you sow in this world. We don't see it now. This whole entire world is going to change, and probably for the best. This is not justice. Darrius Stewart will get justice, but that what they rewarded Conor Schilling as if he was a hometown hero. He didn't deserve it, nor did he earn it.
What does justice look like for you now at this point?
Conor Schilling being charged with first-degree murder, the crime that he committed. He didn't commit voluntary manslaughter. He didn't commit manslaughter. He committed first-degree murder. This was a child that did not have a criminal background nowhere. They can falsify these documents if they want to. Everything done in the dark comes to light. Everything. A liar always runs. That's his way of hiding. Retiring. You can't hide it from the truth. They've been spreading lies that has no attachment to it. It's been 8 months. My son was dead that long, and they constantly spreading these lies with no truth attached to it.
Thank you.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No racist.
Police.